In this video, I'm going to tell you what makes living in the Westchester area so great and why you should move here. So let's get started. Hi there, and thank you so much for watching this video. My name is Matt Moore with the Moore Group, a real estate team based right here in the Chester County area, serving Lancaster County, Chester County, and all of the surrounding Philadelphia suburbs, and with Keller Williams. And in this video, I'm going to tell you what makes Westchester area so great to live in, why you should move here to the Westchester area. And before I get started, I just want to say this. We are helping people all the time who are moving to and relocating within the Westchester area. And if that's you, we'd love to help you and talk to you. It's not just Westchester, we also help with the surrounding Philadelphia suburbs and also into the Chester County area as a whole. If that's you, we'd love to talk to you. So I'm going to put our information up here right on the screen real quickly. We'll have more at the end of the video so you can get a hold of us. So all you have to do is give us a call, shoot us a text, send an email, and we will get in touch with you with our Chester County specialists who are standing by and ready to help you. All right, so let's take that deep dive. Let's dump right into what makes Westchester such a great area to live and why you should move here. Westchester, Pennsylvania in Chester County is really truly a unique place, and it's important to understand that there's a difference between Westchester borough and then the Westchester area, and they are two very distinct areas. Obviously, the borough containing Westchester University and everything that comes along with being a college town, but the surrounding areas being much different than the actual borough itself. For example, in Westchester downtown, you will see a lot of college buildings mixed with municipal buildings, mixed with row homes, smaller homes, historic homes, and some local small parks. It really does feel like a small city, and it has the charm that goes along with it. And then the further out you go from the borough itself, you start to run into more of a rural type of a feel, or maybe going perhaps more towards a suburban to a rural type field. And it can actually go quickly to that direction, becoming very sparsely populated in a very short period of time and a short driving distance. But one thing is for sure, if you decide to move to Westchester, Pennsylvania, is you will never go hungry. That is one of the best things about living in Westchester and the Westchester area, is that there is just an enormous amount of restaurants to choose from. In fact, over 65 restaurants to choose from in the Westchester area, and a lot of them containing great nightlife. So after 10 o'clock, you can still get a bite to eat, you can go bar hopping, you can do a number of different things all throughout downtown Westchester, and that ties into the college itself. And these aren't just your everyday average chain restaurants. These are eclectic, unique, one-of-a-kind restaurants that you will not find anywhere else. And you can get whatever you're looking for, whether it be Greek, sushi, seafood, a burger and some French fries, really whatever you're looking for, maybe a nice steak, you'll be able to find it here in Westchester. And of course, with an unbelievable restaurant scene comes the fact that, well, there are incredible festivals to go along with eating. In fact, the Chester County Restaurant Festival happens in the Westchester downtown area every single year. And then, of course, there's also an entire restaurant week that are must check outs here in the Westchester area. Restaurants and vendors bring their food out into the streets, and it really is a festival type of a feel as you walk around downtown and get to taste and sample the local flair. And Westchester, Pennsylvania is rich in history. If you're a history buff, well, there's so many things to check out for you here that you'll really never be bored. In fact, when you think of where Westchester is in relativity to Philadelphia, of course, the birthplace of our country, where the Constitution was signed, the Liberty Bell, Independence Hall, all of that, you're only a stone's throw away from those areas. In fact, this is where our nation was starting to take shape. A couple of fun facts historically: Chester County was one of the first counties in the state of Pennsylvania. And really, there are centuries-old buildings throughout the entire county. As you walk around, drive around, you can really see that, not just in Westchester borough, but also the entire Westchester area and Chester County as a whole. If you're looking for something to do historically, there is a walking tour that you can print a PDF map of, and you can walk around downtown Westchester and learn about the different historical sites that Westchester has to offer. A few stops on that tour include the first location in the world where penicillin was mass produced, right here in downtown Westchester. We'll also take a stop at the Westchester Armory building, which has roots that trace all the way back to Benjamin Franklin. And of course, just a sample of some of the history right in downtown Westchester. There is a plethora of things to do, check out, all throughout Chester County and in the Westchester area as well. So history buffs, this is a great place for you. Another great aspect about living in the Westchester area is the fact that the school systems are incredible. We'll start with Westchester University, and in 2021 it was ranked in the top 10 of public universities among regional universities north, and it was also a top 50 best value by university by regional universities north as well. So it's a great university for getting a great education, and the rankings don't lie there. And the rankings continue to be great even when you talk about the public school system here, not just secondary education, but primary. According to niche.com, Westchester Area School District ranks in a top 25 best school district in the state of Pennsylvania, and that's out of nearly 500 total school districts. It's also in the top 10 for athletes in the state of Pennsylvania. There are 5 elementary schools that all have an A ranking according to niche.com, 3 middle schools that also all have an A ranking to niche.com, and 3 high schools, 2 of which are A and 1 A+ ranking from niche.com. So it's a great area to raise a family. The public school system, according to these rankings, is really up there with the top of the class. Another great aspect of living in the Westchester area is the fact that you have access to all of the big metro cities of the I-95 corridor, and all within a day trip distance. Philly, of course, is only about a 45-minute drive from downtown Westchester to downtown Philadelphia, or less sometimes, depending on the traffic. And you can get to New York City in about 2 hours or less. Baltimore takes you about an hour 45 or so, and then Washington, D.C., probably closer to 2.5 hours. And of course, with big city access comes big city access to the airports. Philadelphia International Airport, Trenton Regional Airport, Harrisburg International Airport, and Baltimore Washington International are all within about an hour to an hour and a half or so drive distance to get to those major airports, and from there you can get anywhere in the world. Another reason why you should move to the Westchester area is what you see with your eyes, the beautiful scenery here in the Westchester area and Chester County as a whole. I'm telling you guys, fall around here, the colors are absolutely insane. They are incredible, breathtaking. In fact, just this past fall, we had the fall colors lasting for about a month, a little bit longer. Usually they do not last that long at peak color, but it was just breathtaking throughout the Westchester area as you're driving through some of these windy roads that are covered in trees, and the leaves were just spectacular. Now, of course, as we're recording this video, all the leaves are gone, but you still have beautiful scenery to look at, from rolling farmlands and hills to, of course, the charming architecture and the charming nature of these old small towns, including Westchester Borough and the outlying locations. There's a lot to look at here in the Westchester area. It's very pleasing on the eyes, and with all 4 seasons here, you do get that nice healthy balance of different types of weather. And on that note, talking about the weather here in the Westchester area, well, we get the best of all 4 seasons. In fact, it's really an entire regional kind of a thing. We don't really get the extremes of any one particular season, get a healthy amount of everything from snow in the winter to the beautiful taste of spring and all of the springtime colors that we get, and everything blooming. And then we head into summer, it gets hot, it gets humid, there's no question about it. And then in the fall, it starts to cool off and the humidity goes away, and it really is just quite pleasant. So weather-wise, it actually is not really extreme in any one direction. Nice healthy balance of all 4 seasons, and a good place to kind of park yourself and get to enjoy all 4 of those seasons. All right, and then lastly, when it comes to the great things about the Westchester area and why you should move here, is that the healthcare options here in Westchester and Chester County as a whole are really second to none. In fact, there are some wonderful healthcare options located right here in the Westchester area, particularly with Penn Medicine, the hospital system that is growing rapidly, expanding even all the way out into the Lancaster County area, and partnering with the University of Penn, so calling it Penn Medicine and the Lancaster General Health System. So they've opened a ton of satellite campuses, including one big hospital in Westchester area, plus those satellite doctors' offices and things like that, outpatient facilities in the surrounding communities too. But of course, if you need a specialist of any kind, you have access to world-class healthcare, not just here in Chester County, but also across the Philadelphia metro region, as there are a number of world-class physicians that work at these hospitals in both Chester County and in the Philly area. And of course, as we also talked about, Philadelphia is just a short drive away, so you do have access to great healthcare options if you do need them. One more thing that's advantageous about living in the Westchester area is that relative to some of the surrounding communities such as Downingtown or Coatesville, the property taxes here in Westchester tend to be a little bit lower, especially outside of the borough itself. For example, a 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath home, nothing crazy around the median sale price for this area, will have property taxes somewhere around $6,500 to $7,000 a year. For some people from outlying states, that might come as a sticker shock, but when you compare it to some of the other surrounding communities, that same house in, say, Downingtown or maybe even Coatesville would have property taxes probably around the $7,000 to $7,500 or maybe even $8,000 per year. So I hope that video was helpful for you to determine why you should move to the Westchester area. And of course, we have another video of why you shouldn't move to the Westchester area, kind of a play on the pros and cons. And I invite you to take a look at that video and see what that's all about, because it's not all rainbows and butterflies. There are some things that are negatives about here, and there's more in that video you can see. If you'd like to get a hold of us and talk to one of our Chester County specialists about your move to the Westchester area, we'd love to get in contact with you. So we're putting our information up here on the screen. You can call us, text us, email, smoke signal, carrier pigeon, it doesn't matter. We would love to get in contact with you to help discuss your next move and help make your real estate goals come true. And of course, don't forget while you're here to hit that like button on this video, the thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel too. We're making more Chester County, Westchester area content, and we'd love for you to see it. So hit that subscribe button, like this video, and hit the alarm bell so you get alerted when new videos are produced. Again, my name is Matt Moore with the Moore Group, a real estate team that is dedicated to helping you right here in the Chester County area. We're with Keller Williams, and we are ready and standing by to help make your real estate goals become reality. Reach out to us soon. We'll talk to you soon, and thanks again for watching.